What up, people? This is Weem coming to you from Steve Jordan Motorcycles. Fire Weem's in for a service today, so I'm on a loan bike.
Get up off of that thing and dance to you better. Get up off of that thing and dance to you. Sing it now.
So it's been a long time since I've been on a carved bike, so I can't even get this f***ing thing up. Oh, spongy brakes. God, that's even worse. Oh, where's the f***ing... Oh my god, it's like sitting in a f***ing armchair. Oh yeah, the brakes are fantastic as well. Wow. Shit. You know, this is weird. After riding the Fireblade, all of a sudden with this thing I feel like I want a seatbelt. It's that good. Whoop. Scary, I don't know if I actually want to see what's behind me. Oh, this is freaky. This is a 2003 Suzuki GS500. I've pretty much always had sports bikes apart from when I was learning, and on the very rare occasions like this where I've got a hire bike, or a loaner rather, and noticeable differences. My back feels straighter, I've got no weight on my arms at all, so steering's actually really easy. My balls are nice and cool, which is kind of weird. It's like riding a boat, it just floats around. Right, well I've got no sat-nav directions, so something tells me my tum-tum's f***ed up. Okay, so we're on the move again. Although the sat-nav is still not telling me where to go, but I'm not entirely convinced this is the right way either, but whatever. I've discovered that the back brake on this is a bit kind of good. I kind of deliberately made the Fireblade one not quite so good because I had a moment, shall we say, when I used it. But this thing, the front brake goes from spongy to stopping you spongily. That does make sense. That's front brake on max. No, it's not, I'm only joking. Okay, so we're on the move again. Yay! Hey. Not so much easy rider as cheesy rider on this thing. I tell you what, that's weird having to use 4 fingers on brakes. This is quite steep. Okay, on your own side of the f***ing road. Gotta watch for the gravel as well, because there's country roads is quite a bit of a debut, especially on a bike I'm not used to, with a psychotic rear brake. The thing about Steve Jordan's is they used to be a Suzuki dealer, and now they just do servicing and race tuning and all that kind of stuff. But because they're a Suzuki dealer, this is actually pretty well kept together. Like there's no wobble in the head races or anything, and the brakes are dead on, and yeah, suspension's all soft and shit, but you know, I mean, it's an old bike, but it is actually pretty solid. Power! It's forecast to rain later, so I'm planning getting a nice damp crotch. Can't wait. I know where I'm. Oh, f***ing hell. I'm used to having nice big fat tyres that you kind of roll around the corner. This thing, it just... Red light. Hey, I'm getting used to 4 fingers now. I've just got to get careful when I get back on the Fireblade. I don't just pull on the brakes and go shooting over the handlebars. I should be alright. I'll actually have my brakes changed, but it means that they'll be a bit spongy for a couple 100 miles anyway, so that's the plan. You want to bite the f*** off? Hang on, I've got to concentrate on this. Very tip. Oh Jesus, the back end feels loose. Well, that feels like I've got a flat back tyre. Yeah, so tippy, tip. Oh, it's weird. Cornering is interesting. It's weird having handlebars. It's weird having mirrors that are attached to the handlebars. I might try big right aesthetics, not to 100. That one. Speed bumps! Oh, that's cool. I don't even need to stand up. It does feel like it's bottoming out though. It's like there's no damping at all, it's just all on the springs. Nice looking place, this. What you don't realise is it smells like a bin, which is not very good. I wonder if it's near a dump or something. Refuse centre. No, it's near a school, that's what it is. Teenagers. This feels like I'm on my holidays. You know, like you go on holiday and you hire a bike somewhere and you get some kind of chunky, interesting piece of stuff. Hey, that went from second to neutral, thank you. See the video that RJ did about clutchless gear shifting? Here's proof if ever you need it that you don't need a clutch. Down, down, down. This is what, third? Fourth? Fifth? Build up some revs. Sixth? Dead easy. It's one of these things that once you learn it, you kind of do it instinctively. It's a bit like doing heel toe in a car, and that when you do it, all of a sudden you kind of can't help not do it because it just makes riding so much smoother. Or driving for heel toe, obviously. This is like when I was learning. The 125s used to feel like this. It's funny. It is truly a gutless wonder. If you ever watch Top Gear, like when they did the Across the America thing, and when they buy some old cars and they go across Africa or something, they get attached to the cars even though they're kind of old pieces of junk, and it's because they've got character. And that's kind of like this. It's kind of gutless wonder, and it just flops around, but on a sunny day, it's still gets you out into the middle of the countryside to enjoy it. Tell you what, it's made me realise how aggressive a rider I am on the Fireblade. Actually, I don't know if aggressive is the right word, but I get going on it, if you know what I mean. Like riding through the town, which I was just in there. I'd have overtaken that person ages ago. And it's sort of like an impatience thing. I am very patient, but at the same time it's easier for me to get past and then just get going and get away from the car. But to do that you have to have a certain amount of aggression, and it's something that this is kind of highlighted when you don't have that kind of power or handling or braking. It kind of trims it back to just the enjoyment of the ride, just going through the countryside, looking at people's nice gardens. It's funny how an 11-year-old bike can reopen your eyes to certain aspects of biking that maybe have been pushed to the background a little bit. Because this is what it's about, really. It's not about having the newest, fastest thing. This is what it's about. And if you're a rider, then you already know that, so shut up. Okay, should we try that again, shall we? Less playing with the camera and more riding. Still recording. I was trying to switch it off. A combination of oh, never mind. However, you know when you're somewhere posh, when you drive past places with the big gates and you think, oh, that looks like quite a nice golf course, and then you realise it's actually someone's house. Aye. Not a bad day for it. Not a bad day at all. It's a bit quiet over here at the moment, not many bikes around. I guess there's a lot of bikes over at the TT at the moment. I have TT envy. That friend of mine, Mike, Shadwell Limpy, he's talking about maybe going over later on in the year like I did last year. So I might head back over there in a few months' time when it's nice and quiet and we've got the island to ourselves. See how it goes. But it's not too bad here at the moment. Not too bad at all. Horse shit. They don't make countryside like they used to. Fuck. Well, it goes alright on the motorway, I guess. It's not the happiest of campers, but 80! I actually thought it was going to be one of these bikes that you open the throttle and it actually gets slower than instead of faster. It's got that kind of feel to it. That's alright. It's doing the job and it's doing the job better than I could at it, so I'm just heading back to Steve Jordan's now to get the bike back. Yay, thank fuck! 4 fingers. I've been out in the bike for most of the day and I gotta admit I'm getting forearm pump. I guess it's quite easy to be spoiled by modern suspension and brakes and easy power. See this thing tipping in. I'm going back to skinny tires after fat tires. It's quite an adjustment. It's good. It's a relearning experience. So there it is. The beast that is the GS 500. It is proper old school. Let's just refill the tank for the petrol I've used today. And the massive ride. 100 yards up to Steve Jordan's. Steve Jordan's motorcycle. See the problem with the f***ing handlebar mirrors? What's behind me? Right. God, that's a pain in the ass, that really is. Entertaining and educational, that's for sure. Suzuki's finest. Thank for that, man. Oh! Oh, and the brakes work. That's cool. See, I got used to the other one too much. Oh, it's good to be home. Having said that, the WeeGS, oh, brakes are good. Bike brakes still shit. I have to readjust back to this now, and the wheel rolling. Oh yeah. Yeah, buddy. Oh, those brakes, man. I am not used to those brakes. Shit, man, that's like sitting in a bathtub with wheels. You ever see that film Dumb and Dumber? You know, the little bike that they get, that they ride up to Aspen in? There it is.